So, what is it like standing here in the fully built and ready to sell design that you created?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's nice seeing it furnished. It's great to do an empty box, but it's even nicer when you have furniture and art and people. Because really, the more simple something is, the more that the right art, furniture, and people really bring it to life. So building is only as good as when it's occupied.
Well, the placement of these windows, I think, is so fascinating because the trees really encompass it, and now that we're in spring, it feels so warm where you would imagine maybe that it wouldn't with so much glass. I mean, it feels so comfortable and cozy.
That was the goal, and you can pair it with any type of furniture, but really having it open. Here we're lifted up so you're on a terrace, and so you don't really see cars going by.
Mm-hmm.
You have privacy, but you get the nice long view through it. So what glass can do is really make the space seem bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's fairly obvious, but gives you a real connection with the outside.
And what about the neighboring home? That's a historic home, correct?
That was built in 1939 by the family who actually we got the property from. Had it all the way from 1939 when they built it up until 3 years ago, and it's the Herbert Bone House. And he had a local department store in Austin until the 50s, and was very involved with the design. And so a lot of his style, the white stucco, the flat roof, the cantilevers, and so forth, really inspired the condos here.
Well, I think it should be appreciated by the neighbors in the area that you kept with that historic home that is so recognizable to so many people.
I would certainly hope so, and it was very interesting when the project started. I would tell people, they ask, "Oh, what are you working on nowadays?" And so I'd mention that house as a reference point for these, and the number of people, especially people who grew up as children here in Austin, their eyes would light up. "Oh, I've always loved that house, and my grandmother used to be friends with them," or, 3 different people actually say that either they learned or there used to be a pool connected with the house, and so a lot of people really have very special memories and experiences with it. And being in a prominent location right along the park, it gets noticed by a lot of people. And so it's something that it's such a special house that is really an honor to be able to work on something that is compatible without hopefully overshadowing it. I think that it all works together as one ensemble as opposed to mimicking it too closely and devaluing the original, or even worse, being totally out of character. There's a lot of good styles of architecture, but if we were to put some, say, a Spanish colonial here, it just really wouldn't have made sense next to that house.
It would disregard it quite a bit, right?
Disregard it, and I think that it really kind of anchors the entire site, much more.
And so maybe 50 years from now, Wooldridge and 29th will be historical.
Yes, it could be.